And how does Gloria Allred make the connection between the letter from the Social Security Administration and the claim that Meg knew Nikki was illegal when the letter expressly states this letter makes no statement about your employee's immigration status?
Well, we questioned her on that. We had her on the show, and she doesn't have an answer for that makes any sense. Because while you can assume that Meg Whitman and her husband knew or should have known, there isn't any proof. And if Gloria Allred was Meg Whitman's lawyer, she'd be yelling from the top of a church steeple that there's no proof here. All you have is a form, and you have to read the details on the form. It says your number and your name don't match. Now, that could be a typographical error. You left something blank. And it explicitly says in English and Spanish, this is not an accusation that you're an illegal alien.
We talked to an immigration law expert earlier in the show, and like 90-some-odd% of the time, it means that you probably hired someone that's not legally authorized to work in this country. That's probably what the letter actually means. Now, whether or not the Harshes, and the only one we think really saw the letter for sure would be Dr. Harsh. The husband knew all of that in his head when he got this letter, if he just thought it was a paperwork thing that Nikki ought to take care of, and he just handed the letter over to her.
Right.
That's the unknown.
Yeah, I mean, because Gloria Allred is using the word lying. Now, that's a specific word. It means you have conscious knowledge of something, and you're saying the opposite.
Well, we know for sure there was a lie, and that came from Nikki when she applied for the job. She claimed she was here legally.
Oh, yeah. Talking to Gloria Allred about all the crimes Nikki may have committed. She's here illegally. She has document fraud, maybe identity theft.
Well, we should play this clip. We'll play you a clip from earlier today when we talked to Gloria Allred about the crimes that Nikki, the housekeeper, committed. Let's play it.
Falsifying a Social Security number is a crime. It's identity theft.
I haven't said that, but, you know, Meg Whitman...
No, but it is identity theft, is it not?
Here's the point. Meg Whitman is exposed...
Well, it's a yes or no question, Gloria. Come on.
Meg Whitman is exposed as a liar and a hypocrite.
And your client stole someone's identity. Now, could she have screwed up the credit rating of some innocent person? Some innocent U.S. citizen? That's very possible.
Well, there you go. That's kind of how it went with Gloria Allred when we got into the subject of the maid and the crime she may have committed.
When you're saying Meg Whitman is lying, you have to prove that Meg Whitman knew, or it should be obvious that she should have known. It's very possible that she never saw the paper because her husband may have handled it. My wife handles all our legal paperwork, and, you know, when you get a letter from the IRS, you got some tax problem or any kind of government paperwork problem, she handles it. I may not know about it because she calls somebody and fixes it, takes care of it. I mean, Meg Whitman's running eBay at this time.